To that first period. Once again, lob it into Garnett. Haslam got a piece of it, then blocks, but a foul as Garnett goes down hard. Haslam thought he blocked it clean. He thinks he blocked it clean. The Celtics want a flagrant foul, and we're going to have a timeout. Garnett's doing the push-ups. I guess he's okay.
What's going on, everybody? Happy New Year. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel when you hit that bell so you always know when I drop a video. Today I'm going to give you guys my list of the top 10 toughest NBA players of all time. By tough, I'm not just talking about a player who was always trying to fight or somebody being feared. I'm also going to factor in their basketball ability, how they impacted winning, how much heart they had, the physical toughness of course, but the mental as well. There's plenty of dudes out there who played really physical, but they didn't really impact shit, so I'm not just gonna throw anybody on this list. So at number 10, we got Derek Allen Mahorn, aka Rick Mahorn. Rick played 18 years in the NBA. He's really known for his time with the Detroit Pistons. He was 6'10", 240, super physical. He was an enforcer. There was nothing that was ever gonna be easy around the basket. You had to always be on the lookout for him. He embodied what the bad boy Pistons were all about. Number 9, we got Charles Oakley, the Oak Tree. This man was always ready to wrestle, throw hands, whatever. Any type of dirty work that needed to be done, Oak would do. He played 19 years in the NBA, most notably with the Knicks. You can't talk about those old school Knicks teams without mentioning him. He was a great defender, great rebounder, and always made his presence felt whenever he was out there. At number 8, we got Kenyan Martin. K-Mart was a very underrated player. He played 15 years in the NBA. His best years were with the Nets and the Nuggets. He was a very good defender, rebounder. He could run the floor. He was a live body. He played with a lot of enthusiasm, and he was always down to do some gangster shit during any game. It didn't matter. Number 7, we got Vernon Maxwell. Mad Max, he was accurately named. He didn't just fight players. He also fought fans. My man had game though. He was nice in transition. He could attack. He could really shoot the ball. He was clutch, but mostly people just remember his temper. I don't think that's fair because we all got demons. And no player, no human being is perfect. And sometimes those fans need to get punched in the face. Number 6, we got Meta Sanford Artest, aka Ron Artest. This guy is one of the best on-ball defenders of all time. He could also score too. He was a two-way player that just didn't get enough credit for being cold. The malice at the palace is what everyone remembers about Ron Artest. I can't even front, still to this day, that's one of the craziest shits I ever seen in the game. Like, I kind of like the NBA a little more when players weren't afraid to throw hands, like really back up the talk if it went there, but I still think that today the league is in good hands. At number 5, I got Ben Wallace. Big Ben was a straight soldier. 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, NBA champion, who was an undersized center that still handled his business. He's the first ever undrafted player to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Like, he was very quiet, but he was a force on the court. People also knew not to fuck with him because he will fight you during the game or track you down after the game. Number 4, Alonzo Mourning. As a die-hard Miami Heat fan, y'all already know D-Wade is my favorite player. But Zoe, everything started with him. He anchored our defense, swatting shots away, dunking on cats. His energy was out of this world. He also had a kidney disease he battled and he came back from. He exemplifies what the Miami Heat, that Heat culture is all about. I don't think that we would have won a championship in 2006 without him. That's how important he was. Number 3, we got Larry Bird. Larry Legend was just different. He was a great shooter. He could pass, he could do it all, and he wasn't afraid to scrap if he had to. Playing in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, you had to be physical. That's just the name of the game. Him being the only white guy out there most of the time, it couldn't have been easy, but he was still talking shit. My man was so nice that, he earned everybody's respect. He's one of the greatest to ever lace him up. Number 2, Kobe Bryant. I'm not gonna front. I hated Kobe my entire life. I thought he was selfish, he wasn't a good teammate, but I always respected his approach to the game. No matter what was going on in his life, he would still go out there and drop 40 on you no matter what. That Mamba mentality, fearing nobody, never doubting yourself, and always being ready to decimate, that's an approach that I can always get down with. RIP to Kobe Bryant, aka the Black Mamba. At number 1, we got Allen Iverson. Nobody ever had an answer for the answer. He was a certified assassin out there. To be 6 feet, maybe even shorter, and embarrass defenses every night. I don't think people truly understand how nice he was. I grew up to only be 6 feet. And when you play basketball, being 6 feet is like being 5'5". The game is much harder for players who aren't super tall. No disrespect to the team AI had around him in 2001, but he probably took the worst team to the finals ever, and he was able to get a game against prime Shaq and Kobe. I feel like if you surrounded Iverson with a Shaq or a Garnett or a T-Mac, no doubt in my mind he would have won a championship. I want to thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please get in the comments section and let me know if you feel like I missed somebody. Maybe I'll do a part 2, you never know. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at I'm Hurrikane Isaac 95. I'm gone. Peace.